doing some doodling, well, you guys can just ask me any questions that you want, and I'll be trying to get involved in talking to you as much as I can. I'll be pretty quiet most of it, but you know, if you like what you see, go check out my website and all that other stuff. I actually made a new little feature on here, which is just like which is just my little TV. And so if you guys want me to share, if you guys want to share something with me, I'll play the link and all that other stuff. And you know, I'll review it first before anything else, but then I'll just check it out and see how it is. All right? Yeah. And let's see. So if I'm ever going to do an audio output capture, so I want to put this guy to silent so I can just actually read things first. Then I'll just actually review it myself. And if I like it, I'll put this up and then just have it play. I'll just have it to go on play like this. So yeah, that's my whole setup right there. And yeah. Okay, well if you want to ask me any questions, feel free to do so. Say hi and all that other fun stuff. I'll also open up a restream, and then you can just like just say hello and what's up and all that fun stuff. Okay, got that all set up. Now I'm going to be working on drawing on my Joe Hero character, and yeah. Also, my family member actually got me a new camera today, so I'm going to try this out and see how it is. Hopefully it actually gives me the best results I could get out of this thing. Actually, I'm curious. I could go to System Preference. Yeah, it doesn't seem to give me any like editing formats to make it really clear. And I think the way to clear up the video is to do that. And I also can just adjust the size of the camera so it could look just like that. Okay, let's see. Now I wonder if it's more just like, okay, so this is the camera desk. To the highest quality, use buffering. Okay. Alright. So today was pretty interesting. Nothing, it was another dull day. Nothing too exciting happened. I just been working on this book, and then I got some. Then I was doing like a little bit of editing for another comic book I've been working on, doing the backgrounds. And in the meantime, I've just been like working on like a few stuff here and there. And yeah. So these guys would be about the same size of character, so. And all that stuff. So I'm just going to put the head right here. And you know what, maybe I should probably just also share this other little layout. So we could turn on my screen and then do window capture to get the art poses. Okay.
Garfield Chan 420, yellow.
Heyo, how are you doing today? So I'm trying out some new setup and new systems that I'm giving a shot and see how it works out. So if you're kind of curious, I kind of made like a new little screen thing so that whatever stuff shows up on the video can actually show up right here. Just kind of give me a little body layout and see how I can do it. So how are you doing today?
Garfield Chan 420, can you decrease the volume of the voice thingy?
Oh, is it too loud? Yeah, let me see if I can do that. Like this? Is this better?
Garfield Chan 420, let me see.
Let you see what? Okay. Audio checkup, audio checkup. Rowdy, rowdy, rowdy. Audio checkup, audio checkup. How does he sound?
Garfield Chan 420, the voice to chat is still loud.
Oh, the voice to chat. Oh, I didn't know that I was actually playing that. Hmm. Okay, let me see where I can get that. Huh, hold on a second. Um, which one is that? Okay, control via OBS, so this will be the browser, I think. Okay, so the voice to chat is still pretty loud. Alright. Now I just gotta figure out which one it is. Do another, okay, so it is that. Now try it again.
Garfield Chan 420, checkity check.
Okay. So it doesn't really show me, like, if the volume is actually playing out. Alright, checkity check, check, check. Is it still loud?
Garfield Chan 420, your mic is low but your voice to chat bot thing is still loud.
Okay, hold on a second. Let me see if I could fix that up. Okay. My mic is low, but but this thing is loud. Okay, so let's try this thing out. And I think it's also the audio output is pretty loud. Or audio input, I don't know which one it is. So I'm still kind of like figuring it out. Let's see if that works out. Okay, audio input, audio output. Now let's try that out. I think that should work now.
Garfield Chan 420. Okay then.
Still loud?
Garfield Chan 420. Way too low, but I'm not gonna complain, I'll just turn it up a bit.
Okay, so turn up which thing? The audio or the output?
Garfield Chan 420. No, I was talking about my volume. Garfield Chan 420. It's okay.
God dang it. You make me all worried about like how my volume is now.
Garfield Chan 420. What was that?
What was what? My facial reaction just being like, "Bah, God dang it."
Garfield Chan 420. The face.
That's my reaction to you saying no, I was talking about my volume. Of course, you might see me do some facial expressions on these scenes just for the comic book.
Garfield Chan 420. Oh, okay then, so anyway, how are you doing on this fine night?
Doing good, just doing the usual stuff, making comic books, trying to make a living, and all that, and everything else in the middle. I actually trying out some new little setups so I could do like window capture and all that other stuff. So I can like show off my screen just doing different things here and there. And so I'm able to like make like a TV screen. And
Garfield Chan 420. Ah, neat.
yeah. And so the other cool part about it is I'm able to actually see like see like all my files and like and everything like that. So if you want to like share a video, I'll be very down to actually like check it out a little bit. You know, maybe show off some like shows that I like and just like share them and everything. Don't know exactly know what to show off like more like TV wise. So maybe I could probably like maybe like bring an episode of something I like and just like share that.
Garfield Chan 420. That's pretty cool.
So if you ever want to take a chance, so if you ever been interested in like to show me off like some YouTube link, I'll be down to let it play. I think as long as it's not like copyrighted music or anything like that, then yeah, then it shouldn't be a problem. And yeah, I guess that's pretty much it. Are you able to the other music like the rock and roll music that plays along with the stream?
Garfield Chan 420. Yay.
Cool. So I think I finally got everything all set up with my stream. I mean, feel free to give me your input and how to make it any better. I mean, what do you usually watch when people do an art stream?
Garfield Chan 420. What? Sorry.
What do you usually recommend that I should add into my stream just to make it more lively and interesting and all that stuff like that? If there's anything that you think I should like add or like also bring up, feel free to tell me.
Garfield Chan 420. I guess just having more conversations. Talking can be quite nice.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, that makes sense to me. So what fun things have you been up to? Anything on that? Anything that's going good on your end? Oops. Ah, shoot. What did I do?
Garfield Chan 420. I've been playing Grounded and man, that game is fun.
Playing Grounded and man, that's fun. What's that game about? is it? Oh, come on. Where is my screen? Hold on a second. Something happened.
Garfield Chan 420. It's like Honey I Shrunk the Kids, the game.
Oh, yeah, I heard of that one. So that's what that one's all about. Is it any good? Pardon the part of the part of the mistake. There we go. Okay, now I'm just gonna make this the screen. There we go. I heard that game has like some like pretty violent things in it. Does it?
Garfield Chan 420. Yeah, it's good. Very beautiful game and even spooky at times.
I wonder if Disney ever sued them for copyright infringement. I mean, that's the first thing I would be doing. I always be interested in trying to do my own game as well.
Garfield Chan 420. It can be when fighting spiders in the dark.
Oh yeah, I think I've seen like a eviction eviction stream that where just like where someone was all like killing off spiders and all of a sudden they see this huge one like coming right after it, you know, killing off baby spiders just for the fun of it, and then just like a good old jump scare. Hmm.
Garfield Chan 420. Or trying to kill a koi fish in the green lake.
You have to kill a koi fish? That's a little messed up. Now why would you need to kill a koi fish?
Garfield Chan 420. I mean it tries to eat you. You gotta do what you gotta do, haha.
Yeah, I guess that's a good point there. I mean, I guess what can you do? Watch any good TV lately?
Garfield Chan 420, TV? No, but the last thing I saw was Cobra Kai.
Ooh, now that show is actually pretty good. I can't wait for season 4 to come out. I'm kind of curious how they do it. I think I have an idea because I kind of sort of predicted like season 3, but it'll be pretty interesting to see what they do with next. Are you watching on Netflix, or did you try to pick it up on YouTube a while back?
Garfield Chan 420, strike first. Strike hard. No mercy.
Who's your favorite character?
Garfield Chan 420, Netflix and him on season 2.
Ooh. Okay. I won't spoil anything for you. I'm all finished and yeah, and I'm like already catched up, so that's just this is my little setup right now. Because I don't.
Garfield Chan 420, the blonde dude hair, the main character, I think.
Oh, that's Robbie. Yeah, he's a nice guy. I like Miguel and Tori. Like those. Actually, no. My favorite character of all of them, Aisha, and I'm super mad that they did not bring her back. Because like out of all the characters that have like the most development, she's probably the most. And there's also Stingray, just for shits and giggles mainly.
Garfield Chan 420, not Robbie, Johnny.
No, no, no. Oh, yeah, Johnny Lawrence. Yeah, yeah. I'm sorry, I was just thinking of the kids. But yeah, Johnny's actually pretty cool. It's always fun to see him as a little stereotype, though. God, imagine what it'd be like to be like in the 80s and like still live like that. I mean, I want to be Dan LaRusso because I think, honestly, I've taken martial arts and everything. I could probably still kick his ass even if he.
Garfield Chan 420, I don't really like Robbie, more of Miguel guy.
Ah, Miguel's a good one. Also, Hawk is a fun character. It's like literally going through a full, just like watching him. It's like literally seeing Vegeta all over again.
Garfield Chan 420, Hawk is kinda of a dick but also fun dude to watch.
Oh, he's totally fun, dude. Oh, he's totally a fun dude to watch. But that's what just makes it funny. But a lot of the characters do have like a fun. But a lot of people do have a lot of fun. I'm surprised like who YouTube just wasn't able to keep it. What makes it? Wonder what made them change that. I think my first thought is like they try to like keep it on like YouTube, but you know there wasn't any money in that, so I think they just sold it to Netflix so they could at least make a so at least someone can make a little bit of profit off it. That's just my guess there.
Garfield Chan 420. If you could join one of those dojos, which one would you choose?
Hmm, good question. Um, let's see. If I had to get into really a balanced setup, I mean, it kind of goes into like all three of them have a different rules though when it comes to martial arts. Um, LaRusso's full defense and also has like a and also balance on like balance of like trying to learn to be patient and all this stuff, but they lack a form of aggression. Um, with them, if I had ever had to choose LaRusse, if I went to LaRusso, that would be the area that I would go.
Garfield Chan 420. There's three.
Oh yeah, shit. Okay, if I had to go with it, if I had to go with two of them, I'm not gonna since I completely forgot. Um, ignore ignore that there's only two. No, ignore that there's three. There's two. I'll explain more. Um, if I was ever going to go for more defensive, I would choose Larusso, and for basically to learn about like controlling anger issues and all that stuff. However, when it comes to like learning to be more confident and boost my be more confident in myself and learn to like change my change myself into a much sturdier person, I would go for the Lawrence class. I mean, yeah, I would go for Cobra Kai if those were the two choices. If you ever seen the rest of them, I will tell you the reason. I'll tell you the third option when it comes up. Um, but the way I see it, I would have probably gone with Miyagi Do for learning that stuff. So yeah, I mean it's more like a balance of yin and yang type thing. I mean, two of them are very polar opposite on each other, so you can't exactly know what is going on. And hello, new people. If you're checking out what I'm doing, I'm drawing my comic book about of Joe Hero, which is a superhero with autism. I'm currently just doing the pencil stage and getting all that laid out. Um, also trying out this new camera and debating whether if this one's a good one or not. You can probably check out the other videos and see how well those turned out. But I'll adapt to this one and just like see how this one works out. Meaning because this one like was much small was much was I thought it was gonna be much larger and I could do like all the automatic zooming and changing everything. And I think I need to do like a different camera thing because like it's just hanging on a little wire right there.
Garfield Chan 420. You watch YouTubers? You know the Markiplier dude and the others.
Oh yeah, of course. I mean, dude, look at the art that's right down there. The original Holy Trinity's right there. Of course I seen like Markiplier, PewDiePie, and all those stuff. Actually, I wonder what they're up to. Maybe I could probably bring them up and just like see if I get some more viewers that way.
Garfield Chan 420. Looks good.
Thank you. What is Markiplier doing these days? Let's see. Where are you? Hold on a second.
Garfield Chan 420. Same thing gaming and stuff.
Mm-hmm. I'm going to change the channel and see we could see what's his latest video that he's been putting in.
It's off by default, but if you open your
Alright,
inventory
now I'm
and
gonna
in the
change the
top
channel.
right click on the two swords, they cross. And then you can PvP.
Yeah, I'll leave
cool.
that alone.
You guys need me to craft anything? I'm pretty good at this, so...
No, I'm good so far. Just
I got my
making-
axe now.
That's good.
New materials. Beach seeds.
Oh,
Beach
whoa.
season. Oh, we could play in a forest.
I cut a whole. There's a giant tree log.
Yeah,
oh,
I also have
Wow.
made a ground
Look
log.
out! Look out!
Hell yeah.
Get
Some kind of problem?
grade!
I hear a puppy barking.
Well, it's
That
not.
is not a
Puppy
puppy.
is very not alive.
Pup-
1 second.
Garfield Chan 420. Whoa, that ad.
Yeah, hold on a second. I wish there was a way I could just like take off that
It's
YouTube thing.
wrong.
Hold on a second. Not full screen. Okay. Just do this. That. Enlarge this way. Oh, there you go. We got ourselves a stream within a stream. Streamception.
I guess I'm gonna craft a club and also a hammer?
If you craft a hammer, you can build with it. So we can build a campfire and stuff.
Oh, we can build a thing.
Yeah.
Guys, I can make a cooking station?
Oh, it's a deer!
Get it!
Work
Kick its
thing?
ass!
I'm trying. It's fast. I'm very not.
Oh, it's a pig!
That's a boar, actually. Wow.
You're a boar.
I killed that boar.
Got him.
Deer! Get back
Where's
here.
it? Oh my god.
It's
Where?
so far.
What the hell? Not the bears! Not the bears! Somebody once told me. You ever played this game yet? This one's Valhalla or Van Halen.
Garfield Chan 420. I seen gameplay but I think it's only a PC game.
I think so. It's the same thing. Okay. Hmm. How do I adjust those? Hmm. Hold on a second. I just got this. I just got this webcam. Hmm. Okay. I guess I can't change the. Oh man. I guess I'm gonna have to use my other camera. Hold on a second. This camera's not that great. I thought it was going to be greater. Okay. One second. There we go. Hey, I'm back. I guess I got the wrong camera. My sister might be super pissed at me when I just tell her that it's not working.
Garfield Chan 420. How are them cats?
They're doing good. Just one's napping, the other one just kind of like just doing the usual stuff. And let me just change the. Uh, Everyone's doing good. How about your cats? How are they doing?
Garfield Chan 420. My little chunky cat is doing well.
No, that's good to hear. Still healthy and everything?
Garfield Chan 420. Yeah, I don't want her to be obese.
Do you give her like a, do you do like those cat workouts and everything? You've probably seen them before. This is not sponsored by Adobe, Photoshop, or Flat or Frame. This is just an ad that plays along. Maybe you might like this.
Garfield Chan 420. No, she's not that fat, but she's runs all over the place.
Look at that stupid kitty.
Garfield Chan 420. When I used to walk on the treadmill, my cat would only watch me.
Yeah, I tried. I once did the same thing to my dogs a while back. It did a couple minutes of workout, but then I just get bored and they just like walk off. So when I so a lot of times when I would just like have my fun, I would actually just like have them on my treadmill and just like, you know, just let them walk for a little while, and then they'll just like uh they'll just like do this stuff, and then they'll just like get used to it. Any YouTube clips you want to see? I haven't seen this guy in a long time.
Garfield Chan 420. Oh no, put whatever you want.
Share a link and I could share a link and I'll show it. Show it on here. I don't mind.
Garfield Chan 420. Actually, are you willing to watch any yucky vids? Not too yucky.
Well, as long as it's not porn.
Garfield Chan 420. Also can't hear vid.
Oh, you can't hear the video? Give me a second. Better?
I don't know how I'm gonna pay my bills this month. What you mean? Every day I come to work, there's nobody out here, and there's nobody to serve. People come outside, they see there's no seats.
Garfield Chan 420. Good.
And every seat is taken with somebody's purse or just random crap scattered everywhere, but the restaurant is empty, and you can't sit down. That's the equivalent of what's going on right now. And I didn't think about it like that. So that little guy on my shoulder is like, remember you said...
Garfield Chan 420. No.
That's going to lead to confrontation. Maybe I should take this up with Jimmy, our supervisor. So I go into the fitness center, that's where the office is. Here's the thing about Jimmy. Jimmy's so laid back, I'm pretty sure every day he comes into work, he's under the influence of something. Jimmy, people out here reserving seats, can't nobody sit down, servers can't get paid. What should we do?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's not even our department, bro. Don't even worry about it.
We're the ones that have to pick up towels. I think that falls into our department. Jimmy.
Yeah.
What do we do about these towels? Should I pick them up?
Garfield Chan 420. Oh wait, I can. It's just low volume.
Don't even trip. You're crazy, bro. Just watch the water. That's all you gotta do.
But each day goes by, these servers going home broke. Every morning, I'm watching people come out, reserve like 10 chairs, lay all their crap out, and then leave. I'm watching these servers stand around, not getting any money for 6-7 hours. I'm watching these guests come out.
Garfield Chan 420. https://www.youtube.com/watchquestion v=27sujpns00%t=15s. Garfield Chan 420. There you go, hee.
Alright, so here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna watch it first to make sure I don't get in trouble for it, okay?
Nobody's in the pool, so I'm just standing out there looking. I'll see a guest come outside, she starts...
Oh. Okay, it doesn't look too bad. I'll be down to share this.
Garfield Chan 420. No, it's not sex related, come on.
You know what I mean. It's just something that if I'm allowed to show it on here is what I'm more worried about than anything else. And I don't know how you troll. It's such a basic YouTube video.
Garfield Chan 420. I don't troll. I used to though, but I changed.
Well, that's probably a good manner to go to. What the fuck is wrong with this guy?
Garfield Chan 420. Increase volume, can't hear anything even at the max.
Okay.
For the man I was, the man I could be, and the man I am today.
What's it doing? What's it at? How you doing? I've got some jellyfish and a jellyfish hat. I'm drunk. I'm gonna place it on the stove here. Should we start that again? Let's get some oil, some beautiful olive oil. Should be enough, I think. It's just too much oil. Where's the fucking spatulas, please? I'm fucking getting it. Hurry up! Let's just pour out some of this oil. Obviously, far too much. Delicate item like this, you don't want to be overdoing with it.
This looks so disgusting.
Jesus, what are those? Yeah, not too bad at all. Starting to flip ourselves a pancake of meat, gelatin-like meat, in fact, but fuck, that was hot. Alright, some salt to really just lock in the flavor here. Obviously, that's gonna be delicious. What the fuck I'm doing? Can someone help me?
Looks like a clear tortellini.
Couldn't get any better than that, honestly. Fresh from the ocean, straight to your plate, and you know what? I'm happy with that. Alright guys. Clearly there's too much oil in that because I just got a fucking oil burn. Where the hell did the spatula go? Drain some of this fucking scalding oil into the sink here. Oh, nice.
Garfield Chan 420. Looks like a see-through lily pad.
Yeah, I did see that. I still think it's a giant tortellini.
If you want to get a juicy jellyfish just like this one, you can expect to, catch it, get yourself a frying pan on your stove, and maybe cook it for about 10 minutes. You should be fine. I mean, it's not like I'm going to get food poisoning or anything, right? As we get on in the process, there is one last flip. You just want to flip her a few times, obviously. Get it cooked on both sides, nice and right the way through. Hey, that fucking burnt. And I think we're going to be right soon. We'll leave that for 2 minutes and come back. What we have here is a beautiful jellyfish delicacy. It's half cooked. Some of it isn't even fucking cooked, and some of it is. It's fucking green. I don't know, man. I think that might be pretty bad for my insides, but I said I'd do it, so I'm gonna do it. Now a little
Oh, don't do it.
just to appease the taste buds. Not bad. Not actually a bad feast
Oh, don't do that.
Plated well.
Garfield Chan 420. The best part begins now.
We've got some rubbery grog here. Let's just get a bit of. Whoop, dropped a little bit there. Get that off the ground. Have a little bit of taste. You know, that is beautiful.
Oh, some fucking rubber.
Cooked well. Swallow that. Oh my. No, man, you're gonna eat that.
I'm just gagged just by looking at it.
You swallowed that whole. You sucked that one down like some fucking spaghetti. Well, no, well. It smells like shit. Yeah.
Don't do this, please. Don't. No, 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 no. Wait, why?
Pooey of Doom. Hello.
Hi, Pie of Doom. How are you doing? You're just kind of like watching me draw while I'm getting totally grossed out by this.
Holy fucking shit! I just ate a whole jellyfish, guys. Alright, guys, I hope you enjoyed the video. Also, let's eat this entire thing in one bite.
Garfield Chan 420. Yo Pie of Doom. Pooey of Doom. Hello Garfield.
Controlled insanity is really fucking difficult.
This is way worse. This is just a raw one. He's been working on his head for.
Oh my god.
Oh, fuck, dude. This is fuck, man. This is like,
What's this like in comparison to the cooked one?
this is horrible, man.
Swallow, swallow.
Put it back in your fucking mouth.
What about some?
Oh, vomiting. No.
Okay. I'm just getting gagging just by hearing the sounds. How long? Oh, thank God, it's almost over.
I can't. Not the plate of vomit and jellyfish. Oh, sick. Hey, check out my second channel. Yeah, I've got a second channel called Jeff Bill.
Okay, that was enough of that. Jesus Christ. If you have a video that you want to share with me, feel free to show me what you want to see. And let's hope it's not just more vomiting fish or anything, all right?
Garfield Chan 420. How are you doing Pie of Doom?
Yeah, what kind of things are you into?
Garfield Chan 420. That was tame as hell, come on.
I'm sorry, but I don't think I would ever do that myself. Would you ever do that? I think those people just got COVID just by eating it. I think. Of course, I bet there's like a bunch of them that are like completely gross and everything like that. But ugh. One thing I like to do. I like these things.
Was stabbed in the back for cheating on her in her dream. Man, what were the consequences of sticking your D in crazy? Met a crazy one a couple of years ago. Started having sex and she got clingy very quick. Talked about moving in and marriage the first week or so. When I told her I wanted to keep it casual, she flipped. Calling and texting nonstop. Stopping by my house 3 times.
Garfield Chan 420. I guess he or she left.
When I realized that she couldn't
Yeah,
handle this
whatever.
type of relationship, I cut things off. Stopped answering my front door and phone. She was relentless. Even brought the police to my house for a wellness check. Anyway, she seemingly got the point that I didn't hear from her for a while until my mom called. She had driven to their house to try and get them to convince me that we should be together. During this discussion, she shared all of the intimate details of our relationship with them. My parents live 2,300 miles away from me. You read that correctly. She drove across America to drop in on my folks. They were not amused. I forgot to add, we are in our 40s. Now trapped in a relationship with someone I work with. If we break up, she'd do something wild enough to get me or us both fired. Secretly seeking a better job elsewhere or transfer. I've learned my lesson. Don't get your honey where you make your money.
Yep, that's
Got
a
done
very
because
true
I
story.
wasn't the same person I used to be. Spent the next 6 months confused with her late night calls, texts, complaining that she didn't know what to do now, that she was thinking of just wandering into the woods, even has a spot picked out. It was pretty messed up. She enjoyed being chased, but not actually being in a relationship. When I didn't really want to chase anymore, she went insane. This was 4 years ago, and I still get messages from time to time. I've blocked her on most stuff, but her most recent attempt of contact was on LinkedIn, which I'm honestly kind of flattered over. My ex-best friend was such a nag and not picker about everything. Her boyfriends wouldn't last more than a couple months with her. By seeing how she was with them, you just feel sorry for the guy. She would try to keep them around by claiming she was pregnant when she actually wasn't. One time she actually did get pregnant in an attempt to land the guy, but it didn't turn out as she wanted it because he told her that he will be there for the kid, but he wasn't going to be in a relationship with her. So she got an abortion and claimed she miscarried. Then she met a guy. They dated for 6 months, her longest relationship ever. She was 27 by the way, and she got pregnant. He wanted to do the right thing, so he married her. I went over to their house for dinner once while she was pregnant, and I just couldn't see how he was able to put up with her. She was nitpicking everything he did right in front of me while he was making dinner. And by that I mean she was literally standing behind him while he was cooking and saying things like, "You're adding that to the potatoes? That looks disgusting," and so on. I literally felt sorry for the guy. Well, about 2 months after she had the baby, he filed for divorce and got sole custody of the baby because she was crazy and a hoarder. I dated a girl who used to always bang gangsta dudes telling me to hit her in an argument. Me, a softy wuss, obviously wouldn't do it. She'd tell me to man up and end the argument already and take control of your woman. I never took the bait, and in the 10 years since her I can't say any other woman has made fun of me for not hitting her. Was stabbed in the back for cheating on her in her dream. Literally stabbed. With a fork. The tines were completely buried in my back. I had to have my neighbor pull the fork out so I could get to the hospital. 4 stitches later I got home. She was still asleep in my bed. I was in a band and I had dated this girl less than a month. It was her birthday, but I had a show that night. I also was pushing a 102-degree fever. She came to the show, and I had done what I thought was above and beyond for this girl who I still barely knew. I bought flowers, a small cake. We had the bar sing happy birthday to her. She then proceeded to get exceedingly drunk and spent the evening talking bad about me to my own friends, not even 10 feet from me, as if I couldn't hear her. At the end of the show I told her I was too sick to go out afterwards for her birthday, but I would take her out over the weekend. She exploded into a tirade of screaming and crying. I just walked away to my car and drove home. She texted me later that night to say she didn't feel like I was invested in this relationship, and if that was the case we should just break up. I wholeheartedly agreed, wished her well, and blocked her crazy butt on every platform imaginable. And that's how I broke up with a girl, on her birthday, by text message.
Darn.
She slept with someone at her work Christmas party, then came back and tried to tell me she was 5 weeks pregnant with my baby. She proceeded to get wine drunk when I told her that I'd support her decision, but I sure wasn't going to propose or get back together if it was mine. She got an abortion but refused to let me know when or where it was. I'm 100% sure wasn't pregnant with my child given the fact that I couldn't perform for a couple weeks due to a giant gash in my leg. My buddy got a paternity test request in the mail. Found out he was the father of a 4-year-old girl from some random chick. The baby mama is terrible. She's taken him to court many times to up child support, and his daughter has turned out completely bonkers. He has little contact with his child but still pays $1,300 a month in child support plus medical, insurance, etc. The mom has lost all control over the daughter and she just alerted my buddy that she started calling the cops on the daughter because she's violent. Now the child is moving 10 hours away to live with her grandmother several states away. I had a car break down on me and couldn't pick up my kids. So, her being home all day, I asked her if she was able to pick them up as a favor. I told her it wasn't a problem if she couldn't but I just really could use the help. She picks them up no problems. Anyway, I get home and she is napping. My kids are watching TV, but one of them is under 2 so maybe shouldn't be unsupervised. I don't think much of it because she is younger and maybe didn't think before napping, and it's only been an hour or so. I go to fix a drink after cooking up some dinner for everyone. A half-liter of rum is empty from the cupboard. In the 2 hours I had left her alone to run errands, she had drank that much and still gone to pick up my kids before passing out in the room. I moved her out that same weekend. Didn't technically stick my penis in crazy, we just fooled around a few times but no sex. Then one night we had a party at my place, she jumped into my bed and I wasn't having it. I told her I didn't want to hook up. So she did the rational thing and latched onto my face like a pit bull, leaving a nice bloody and bruised bite mark on my face. After I broke up with her she called my family members one by one to falsely claim I have raped her. She continued to harass my family by having her friends call and send messages to my sister claiming she is in hospital having committed suicide. This all happened in the days my friends saw her going out with other men. All the money I should have saved while working without having bills to pay is gone. All the time I could have spent having fun and enjoying my younger years was spent doing what she wanted to do. What made her happy? Then, 3 years after we started, she told me flat out, "Hey, we're moving to Houston. I don't want to move to Houston. Then find somewhere else to sleep tonight, you piece of sh." And the next morning, all my stuff was in the backyard. Halfway through she informed me that she wasn't on the pill, after swearing for days she was, and that it would work out fine, then proceeded to wrap her arms around my body. I've never wanted to hit a woman so hard in my life. Thank God I was stronger and pried her off my butt. And kids, that's how I met your mother. JK, the information killed my desire to continue faster than walking in on your grandparents. Moral of the story, never stick your penis in crazy. It's not worth it. Now I'm happily engaged and will be wed within a fortnight to a woman who I feel safe around. Technically the girl was kind of crazy but her friend made the situation worse. There was this one girl, Sarah, who worked herself into a friend group I was in. She never really liked me, but she couldn't really say anything because I had been friends with the people in this group for a long time. She was just always kind of bad towards me. A few years after I knew her, one of her friends started hang out with us, named Joy. Cute girl. We kind of hit it off and flirted for a couple of weeks. One weekend I went to hang out with Joy, who was staying with her friend Sarah. Joy was crashing in Sarah's finished basement on a couch. We proceed to all go out to some bars and get pretty drunk as dumb young 20-year-olds tend to do. Eventually we all went back to Sarah's house for the night. Joy and I went to her room and started making out pretty heavy. We were both drunk and kind of just passed out. Nothing more than missing really happened. Fast forward an hour or so after we crashed. We are both sleeping on the couch at opposite ends. Kind of leaving on separate arms. The couch is right in front of a coffee table. Joy starts stirring and half wakes me up. She proceeds to stand up, pull her pants down, lean over the coffee table, and starts pissing right there. I was half asleep and drunk, but I don't know what to do. This is an awkward situation, so I just pretend to be asleep. She must have been more wasted than I knew. because after releasing herself on the carpet, she wandered upstairs to Sarah's room. I kind of creeped upstairs a few minutes later and Sarah is consoling Joy. I figure she's upset she did such a weird thing in front of me and was embarrassed, so I went back downstairs and slept on recliner away from the couch. I fall back asleep and wake early the next day, and I got the hell out before anyone is awake. Weird experience, but I live on with my life. Fast forward a couple of weeks and I'm hanging out with the aforementioned friend group, like two of my guy friends, just hanging out. They come to tell me that Sarah has been saying I raped Joy in her basement. She literally went around to a group of people and told them I raped her friend. Now, I hadn't really passed on the whole pissing in the basement story, simply because I didn't want to embarrass this girl in front of my friends. The worst part is Sarah convinced Joy that I had indeed raped her. Apparently Joy blacked out and had no recollection of much other than coming crying to her friend sans pants. I explained what really went down to my friends, but I felt really weird around some of them for the longest time. I'd like to think she was just mistaken and had good intentions, but I think she found an opportunity to make me look bad and ran with it. F. Sarah. That's her real name. She's a crazy witch. Dated this girl I met at uni for about a year or so. Things seemed to be going great, a little too great. Went to meet her family at their home and was told point blank that her mom advocated for her dating as many men at once as she could. Also, her mom also told her that if she wanted to lose weight, to try speed. It was really awkward. Fast forward to the coming months and she's telling me this story about a guy at work cornering her in the elevator and forcing himself on her to make out with her. Yet she didn't go to the police or authorities. Seemed even more odd. She didn't even want me to go to them. Then her roommate started telling me she was cheating on me. I was in too deep at that point to believe it. But the icing on the cake was when my own brother came to me and sat me down to tell me that she had approached him while she was visiting and I was at work. In that moment it all clicked. So I went to confront her. She went into total meltdown mode on me, trying to make me feel guilty about everything, like it was my fault or something that she wanted all the dick she could get. So after we break up she keeps messaging me telling me that we need to talk. That she was suicidal and it was all my fault. Telling me she was in the hospital. She was straight up nuts. That's not even including the time she told me she was pregnant all day on April 1st. I ran the whole gamut of emotions that day. The stages of grief are real, let me tell you. Even a year later she still messaged me telling me how I ruined her life, how she had to go through counseling and treatment and how she had lost a ton of weight because of it. Well, I'm glad she took her mom's advice. Now she's single and on speed. Good riddance to that bag of crazy. Glad I didn't catch a baby with you or worse. Oh, you youngsters with your she embarrassed me stories. Sit down. Listen. Learn. There is crazy and then there is crazy. There was this one girl. Let's call her BCC for Batcrap Crazy. She was hot. I mean, like wow, what is this girl doing with me? Type of hot. Long legs, perky chest, beautiful face and body that just would not quit. We started hanging out, as just friends. You know, watching TV and hitting up dinner once in a while. She was flirty, a little quirky and kept doing things to make me uncomfortable. Throwing a leg over mine, resting her hand on my upper thigh, you know. Flirty. One night it progressed to sex. Out of nowhere, and let me tell you it was mind-blowing. She was an animal. It was amazing. This led to days and days of sex. No dating, just sex. After a while, to tell the truth, the passion was fading. She was still hot, and the sex was out of this world, but she also was self-centered, vapid and kinda boring. She had no ambition in life, and was always asking for or demanding stuff. After 2 months of this, did I say the sex was great? I decided to break it off. I said we could still be friends, but I wanted more in a relationship than just sex. She calmly looked at me and said okay, if that is the way you want it. And I left her house. I was smiling and confident in the mature way I ended the relationship because to be honest I was a little concerned how she would handle it. I had seen flashes of crazy, but it all worked out amazing in the end. The next day, she calls and says she wants a real relationship with me. I am a little peeved, as I already ended it once and now I had to tell her again. So I politely said, no, I think this is for the best, to which she informed me that I had no choice in the matter. We were dating. End of story. I explained that this is not how it works, but she laughed at me and said too late and hung up. So I go to work, and this crazy girl calls me at work to ask about our relationship. Not once, not twice, but non-stop. I mean, I would hang up and as the phone hit the cradle, it would be ringing again. I yelled, I pleaded, I got angry, I threatened police. Nothing worked. We blocked her number. That is when the calls from other numbers started to roll in. After 2 days of this, I asked to see her in person to settle all of this. She agreed. We met. I went off, yelled, called her a child, etc. She just sat there with a stupid smile on her face. There were no more calls that day. That is when she started coming into work to see me. The first time, she said, I need to apologize for my behavior. Can we talk for 5 minutes? And I was like, oh thank God, it is over. Nope. The second we were in my office, I left the door wide open of course. She was on her knees and trying to undo my pants. This was her apology. I physically had to throw her out. She came back. Every day. Sometimes 3 times a day. We had to get a trespass warrant against her. Then, 3 days after that I get a call from her sister. She said that BCC was out walking, trying to get over us, and she was attacked and raped. At this point, I am not believing anything. I of course tell her to call the police. She says all she wants is to see you. She feels safe with you and needs to talk. I refuse. The next day, I am told by her sister that BCC tried to commit suicide. Now no matter how much I was over this girl, I never wanted to see her pushed to that point. Her sister asked if I would come by to say hi. She was bedridden and all the family was there. Ugh. I was an idiot. I believed her. When I got there, BCC answered the door in thigh highs, a corset, high heel boots and nothing else. I turned and almost ran back to my car. So she was raped a few days ago, tried to off herself and this is how the door was answered? That is when the whole I was raped turned to Barsum Israel raped me. She told friends, family, work, everyone that would listen that I did this to her. She never told the police, because she knew it would turn on her quickly with a million calls and texts etc. After threatening lawsuits, etc. She moved out of the country with her family. Thank God. But calls still continued. At least once a month for. Now get this. 7 years. She was in another
7
country.
years?
7 years. And she still was harassing me. However, due to the distance and infrequency of the calls, emails and texts, I was able to ignore her. Until one day when I got to work and she was there, and she was pissed. She started screaming at me in the parking lot about how I stole her life from her and she waited to have children with me, and now it was getting too late. I owed her a child. I am sure I sat there with a gobsmacked look on my face. I owed her a child. She demanded that we go right now and try to conceive one. I wish to God I am making this up, but no. It is true. I finally lost my temper. I mean I lost it. I grabbed her by the shirt, pushed her back into the car and screamed at her to never talk to me again. Ever. Our faces were close. I was red-faced and furious, and then I saw in her eyes a look like hunger. She tried to lean in and kiss me. And let me tell you boys and girls. At that point I was afraid of her. Not physically of course, but that look in her eyes. She was not all there. There is nothing she would not do to get what she wanted. Nothing. I could have broken her arm at that moment and she would have taken it as foreplay. I went inside, called the police, and then I looked up, found and called her mother. It seems they moved back to the States. We had a long chat, her and I. I explained everything. She said in a soft voice, I know. She has issues. They Baker acted her, and I have not heard from her since. But let me tell you, I still am waiting to turn a corner, or answer a phone and have her there. I hope she got the help she needed. But I hope she never bothers me again. Do not stick your penis in crazy. It is not worth it no matter how great the sex is. Thanks for listening to Radio TTS. Hit the subscribe button and leave a like if you enjoyed the video. Don't forget to share your stories about having crazy stuck inside of you, because it can go the other way around too. And please check the related playlist in the description.
Okay, I think that's about enough for me right now. It's been about like an hour and 30 minutes, so I'm gonna call it a night. Thank you for watching my video, and I'll get back to this as soon as possible. This will be doing more illustrations and animation and showing off all my artwork progressing over the course. I think that about completes my day. Yeah. Thank you for watching my stuff.